Hi, and welcome to the Financial Fortress with Sherry Field Jackson, where we'll discuss finances from every angle that will help you keep what you earn, protect what you earn, and grow what you earn. Please like the channel and subscribe so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Also, I would appreciate it if you share the channel with others so that as I grow, I'll be motivated to create more valuable content. Today, we'll examine your mindset about money. Many people go about life like a hamster on a wheel. They go through the earn, spend cycle, month in and month out, without really thinking about how the money is made, where the money goes, and why it only flows in one direction. This lackadaisical mindset about money is the very reason most people never escape the rat race, while others thrive and increase their wealth each year. Let's take a step forward and examine your mindset about money to see where you stand. Recently, while I was in Costa Rica, my daughter texted me a one-question survey with two possible responses. I looked at the question and without hesitation, I texted her my answer. Next, she asked me why I chose that answer over the other choice, and I gave her a very detailed and thoughtful explanation. Now I'll share the survey question with you and give you 30 seconds to figure out your answer and think about why you chose that answer. How did you answer? Leave me a note in the comment section sharing your answer and why you chose it. This survey is very telling about a person's particular mindset when it comes to money and when it comes to life. I answered A. I would take the $10,000 guaranteed every month for doing nothing rather than the $100,000 a month for working 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday. Let's preface this discussion by stating that I and everyone else that I asked so far took this question to mean working a job versus staying at home without a job. And that's how I formulated my answer. I didn't take doing nothing literally because literally doing nothing would cause me to be dead in a month or two. I'd have to eat, I'd have to buy food, I'd have to clean up, and I'd have to take care of personal hygiene and so on. So if I have to do those things to survive, I have to do something. Cleaning up at home is work. So doing anything at home must be considered work, by my logic anyway. Thus, I can do things at home that will generate income at home while doing nothing at home. I told my daughter that if I had $10,000 every month guaranteed, I would spend much of that time at home doing nothing, creating multiple streams of income that could eventually have me surpassing the $100,000 a month while still at home doing nothing. Having at least 16 hours a day to be creative while you also clean, eat, and perform other household duties is a great way to build a thriving business. And that's what I do with all of that time. When you have guaranteed money coming in, you aren't stressed out about finances, and your mind is free to be as creative as God made it to be. You have time to research and find the best business for your temperament and for your passion. Now, some people chose to receive the $100,000 a month, working 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday. That's a lot of money, $1.2 million a year, in fact. And I'm not hating on you. However, whether you're working a job as an employee or you have your own business in this scenario, you would likely be working yourself to death. Most people were trained to live in the lost value system. Shout out to Dr. Spencer Holman for these charts. Here in the lost value system, wealth is on top, and the values that matter are on the very bottom. Working 12 hours a day to get the bag leaves you barely any time for the values that are important. However, as seen in the 10 life values chart, your spiritual, health, family, appearance, and dwelling values are critical to your overall success in life and specifically to your financial success. If you selected the $100,000 a month, you'll have very little time for your spiritual life because your body and brain will be so tired that you'll just want to eat and sleep when you aren't working. Your health suffers when you select the $100,000 scenario because it is physically and mentally taxed for 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. And that might not seem like a lot, but I've seen people like doctors have to work that long and people with 2 jobs, and it is very, very taxing. Your family gets the leftovers because you're drained dry at the end of each day, not having time to spend with your children or your spouse or anybody else in your family. Your appearance is shabby because you have little time and energy to look and feel your best. And your dwelling suffers because unless you hire a maid, a gardener, and a handyman, your home has to wait until you get a breather to deal with cleaning it or fixing anything that goes wrong. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average 9-to-5 worker doesn't even work 8 hours a day. And working 12 hours a day, 5 days a week for $100,000 a month for years is extreme and not worth the decline in quality of life, in my humble opinion. For example, what about taking long vacations? You barely have time for a staycation working those extreme hours. Personally, I'd rather work smarter and not harder. Another consideration is how often you'll be sick from the stress. You know that disease is dis-ease, and according to health journals, people that work long hours have higher stress hormone levels, which can lead not only to brain fog and high blood pressure, but to a host of other health issues. With that said, my next few videos will center around staying at home, doing nothing per se, and creating different streams of income with home-based businesses. The businesses that I will mention may require you to get out and drive a little bit, but they won't involve you working a W-2 job. And you'll be able to write off all of your allowable business expenses, which I'll also share with you. That's it for today's video. Again, please like and share and subscribe to the channel. And leave a comment below as to your thoughts on this money mindset question. Blessings to you all, and I'll see you next time.